For a high-tension match, the referee is Kenny Clark. St Johnstone start the match. So much of the pre-game publicity has been about Celtic and Rangers and this dramatic end to the championship race, but they're certainly not here to make up the numbers. There's a big bonus on hand for them and a big incentive as well in the prospect of European football next season. But Celtic will want to mean business. They've won only 2 of their last 6 league games. It's been a stuttering end to the campaign. They'll feel that they should have had this championship gift-wrapped already, but still some work to do. Launched downfield by O'Halloran. That's Alan Stubbs on the end of it, and Tom Boyd. Controlled by George O'Boyle. Nicely held up for John McQuillan. One back by Simon Donnelly. And that's a wild swing at Donnelly from O'Halloran. But it is important, and Paul Sturrock will have impressed this on his players to make an early impact. Keith O'Halloran has certainly done that. He's played in a couple of World Cup finals, a European Cup final, but this is tension today, guaranteed for Wim Jansen. Annoni's free kick, the punch from Alan Main, and he does well to hold it at the second attempt. It was Stuart McCloskey looking a little shaky under the free kick. Not the most convincing of headers here, and it was Alan Main to the rescue. Controlled by Henrik Larsson, and flicked on for Simon Donnelly. Time for Main, not the best of clearances. Picked up by Paul Lambert, now Henrik Larsson. Donnelly's alongside him. Larsson lining up for the shot! What a start for Celtic! 2 minutes gone! And Larsson makes the breakthrough. Larsson's 19th goal of the season, but it's only his 2nd in the last 12 games, and that will settle the Celtic nerves. Powerfully struck, it was curling and dipping as well. Alan Main could only watch as the shot exploded in the net behind him, and there's a jubilant reaction on trackside from Wim Jansen. Top-class piece of finishing that by Larsson. What a time to rediscover your scoring form. Larsson's flick. That's Whiteford. Cool play by Lambert. Larsson, ball taken away from him by Alan Preston. Whiteford for O'Boyle. Phil O'Donnell being pressured by O'Halloran. Did well to find Simon Donnelly. And Paul Lambert's alongside him. Lambert always available for passes, taking the pressure of his teammates. O'Donnell played that off O'Halloran. It's a Celtic throw. It must be difficult for the players to hear themselves talking to each other, such as the din around Celtic Park. What a start for these Celtic supporters. Last touch there was off Phil O'Donnell. In fact, the free kick given against him. Taken by John McQuillan. Looking for Roddy Grant. It was won by Stubbs. And Roddy Grant was barging into Alan Stubbs. Free kick given. He's looking cool now, but he was jumping up and down when that Henrik Larsson goal went in. It's a booming kick from Jonathan Gould, nodded away by Whiteford. Sekirlioglu. And Whiteford again. Reaper's header. Missed by Burley, gets a second chance. Roddy Grant was caught by Tom Boyd. Free kick against the Celtic captain. Roddy Grant always a physical presence for any defender. The left foot of Alan Preston. Nodded away by Enrico Annoni, picked up by Sekirlioglu, overran it. Lacking a bit of match practice, Sekirlioglu. He's been out for the last 3 games because of suspension, but he'll want to end his St Johnstone career on a high today. Annoni got there before O'Boyle. Now Craig Burley can't escape the clutches of Sekirlioglu. One back by Grant, determined play. It's O'Halloran with O'Donnell right at his back. Time here for Alan Stubbs. Almost taking too much time. Jonathan Gould's kick, meeting the head of Preston. McNamara got there as well. McQuillan to O'Halloran. Poor pass. Never with much chance of reaching George O'Boyle. It's a foul though on McNamara by McQuillan. In from Alan Stubbs. That was Larsson. Simon Donnelly sprinting to reach it, but the ball bounced up and got him on the arm. Kenny Clark was well positioned to make a judgment here. Simon Donnelly was always struggling to make this. Won by the head of Stubbs. Good turn by Paul Lambert. Good control. Comfortable on the ball. O'Donnell, a quick pass for Donnelly, but quickly in was John McQuillan. Paul Lambert covering across. Stuart McCluskey. Good sliding challenge by Phil O'Donnell. The Celtic supporters like that. It's won them a corner kick. And this brings the first corner of the match. And it was all down to O'Donnell's determination. The corner flag gives you some indication of which way the breeze is blowing. In from Jackie McNamara. On the edge of the box, Craig Burley. Had plenty of time to line that up. He's scored goals from more difficult positions. Maybe on this occasion, he just had too much time to think about the shot and dragged it wide. The Football Writers Player of the Year, he'll receive his award on the Sunday after the Cup final. A chase on here for Whiteford. Back for Maine. John O'Neill knocks it down for Keith O'Halloran. O'Donnell is doing a very good, tight marking job on O'Halloran. He's really had no time to do much with the ball. Stuart McCluskey had to deal with that because Henrik Larsson was bearing down on him. The former captain of the Scotland under-18 team, Stuart McCluskey. He's also played for the under-19s and the under-21s. Donnelly back to O'Donnell. Favours the left foot. Henrik Larsson, always a danger, always a threat, always thinking. O'Donnell, desperate to find a way outside O'Halloran, now inside. Larsson from just about the position he scored. And that was aimed at Jackie McNamara and cut out by Alan Preston. A clever ball in from Larsson. When he was last in this position, he curled a shot past Alan Main, this time looking for the head of McNamara. Reaper and Stubbs, both in the penalty area. In from the left foot of Phil O'Donnell. Just a fraction too high, that's for Alan Stubbs. Skimmed off the top of his head. Craig Burley doing his best to keep that in. Not quite. George O'Boyle, that's a dangerous ball. Straight to Jackie McNamara. Trying to get outside Alan Preston. Good challenge by Preston, good defending that. He was always under pressure after George O'Boyle had given the ball away. It's been a busy opening on that St Johnstone goal line for Alan Main. 9 of the St Johnstone outfield players are inside the area in front of him. In from O'Donnell, punched away by Main. Everyone's eyes were on Mark Reaper at the near post. O'Donnell again. Enrico Annoni has some room. Useful ball in, no takers. Good idea that from Annoni, chipping it beyond the St Johnstone defence, but nobody on the same wavelength. But this was the latest threat to St Johnstone's goal. Controlled on the chest of Roddy Grant, but couldn't find the pass for Keith O'Halloran. Looking for Simon Donnelly, got his head to it. Controlled on the chest of Larsson and hammered out by McQuillan. Phil O'Donnell's throw, a good one, accurate for Donnelly. Threatening to head for the byline. It's well played by O'Donnell. Cleared by Andy Whiteford. But no great relief for St Johnstone. Here comes Celtic again. It's Paul Lambert. Didn't really get over the shot. 2 goals in his time at Celtic. 2 in 2 weeks, in fact, in January. So it's a long time since he hit the back of the net. He worked the opening well enough, but he never looked in the right sort of position to test Main. Jenkinson's flick. Lee Jenkinson has seen precious little of the ball. Gould's clearance, winning applause from the Celtic fans. That's Alan Stubbs. Towering header. Won by Lambert. Real determination about the Celtic performance early on. It's Lambert again, the back heel for Donnelly. Desperate measures being taken at the back. From a St Johnstone point of view, they're just content to get the ball clear. Lambert again pulling the strings, Simon Donnelly. Craig Burley's made a run. Back though from Larsson to Donnelly. A bit wider than he would have liked. But Larsson and Donnelly do link up so well. Here's Phil O'Donnell on the right foot, not getting beyond Stuart McCluskey. Flicked on by O'Boyle for Grant. It's a long chase for Lee Jenkinson. And Alan Stubbs had a good start on him. The high ball from Whiteford, cleared by Reaper. Phil O'Donnell finding Jackie McNamara. Preston for Grant. The flick going behind Sekirlioglu. But Celtic have got this midfield battle won at the moment. Craig Burley's pass for Donnelly. Right at the edge of the area, Alan Main, he had to be very careful there. Anoni's touch. Jenkinson having to move in the field to see the ball. Chipped over the top by Sekirlioglu. Mark Reaper. That came off Preston. Alan Stubbs trying to find Jackie McNamara there. But the main thing was getting the ball out of defence. Jenkinson's throw. Target man again, Roddy Grant. Grant taking too long. Sliding tackle, which relieved him of possession, was from McNamara. Here he is again. Henrik Larsson, a tackle from behind by Andy Whiteford. A youngster who hasn't seen too much top team football this season. Eager to impress, a bit too eager there. Wim Jansen could be the first foreign coach to win the league title in Scotland if all goes well for his team this afternoon. In from Alan Stubbs. Picked up by Keith O'Halloran. But Phil O'Donnell is giving him not a moment's joy. O'Donnell for Larsson. Phil O'Donnell again, early ball in. Well judged and well held by Alan Main. He came for that, and he had to get it. Because if this had got beyond him, it could well have been number 2. Stubbs refusing to be ruffled by the forward run of Sekirlioglu. Cool defending. Henrik Larsson climbing above Andy Whiteford. Jackie McNamara overran that and hammered away by Sekirlioglu. Paul Sturrock has been the recipient of some interesting mail this week, not all of it complimentary. Some Celtic supporters suggesting the best thing St Johnstone can do is lose. Here comes Tom Boyd. Useful intrusion into the box, that. And it was Sekirlioglu who made the important interception and knocked this cut back behind for the corner. Stubbs, marked by Sekirlioglu. At the corner flag, it's Phil O'Donnell. Alan Main's underneath it, might well have caught that, chose to punch it. Finally away from McQuillan. Alan Main looking not too convincing there under pressure. Thought he was under more threat than he actually was. Henrik Larsson being allowed to turn. The pass was aimed for O'Donnell, cut out by Preston. Sekirlioglu. Good play from him. Alan Stubbs jumping high for the header. O'Halloran to Whiteford. Preston for John O'Neill. And only got there before O'Boyle and the clash of the similar hairdos. And out of play from Stuart McCluskey. Not too much else he could do there. Some interesting hairstyles among the Celtic supporters this afternoon. They're hoping for a party later. And from Boyd, it's Larsson. Lambert for McNamara. Knocked over by Lee Jenkinson. Not the most subtle of challenges. And not a difficult decision for Kenny Clark to make. The foul on Jackie McNamara. From McNamara, away from Grant. The back heel from John O'Neill, nobody there but Craig Burley. Now Rico Annoni. The reverse ball for Simon Donnelly, staring into the sun. Here's Phil O'Donnell. And Donnelly again. Lambert's made a good run. Well defended though by Stuart McCluskey. Thought for a moment that might be going out and then realised he would have to play it. That's for Larsson. John McQuillan got it away. Back with Phil O'Donnell. St Johnstone still penned into their own area. Jenkinson's flick for Grant. That's a foul by Craig Burley on Roddy Grant. Got the ball away, Grant, and was then caught by Burley. St Johnstone at the moment just dreaming of an attack. They've not got near Jonathan Gould so far. It's been power play from Celtic, typified there by that challenge from Rico Annoni, giving George O'Boyle no time on the ball whatsoever. Quick return pass from Simon Donnelly for Henrik Larsson. What a chance here for number 2. It's Larsson, and it's too high. That's the sort of opportunity that you expect Henrik Larsson to take. Such is his skill, such is his ability. He had time to line this up. He beat Alan Main, but it was over the crossbar. Midway through the first half, and that could have been Celtic on easy street. Craig Burley got the pass away, fouled by John O'Neill as he did so. Alan Stubbs picking out Jackie McNamara with pinpoint accuracy. And a chance for Simon Donnelly, which he can't take. Flung himself at that. Good defending by John McQuillan, who was with him. Did enough to make this difficult for Donnelly. Great ball in from McNamara. And Donnelly so close. Chipped up by Preston for Grant. Neither Roddy Grant nor Mark Reaper could get on the end of it. Launched away by Alan Stubbs. It's Preston. for Tom Boyd. Jackie McNamara down the touchline. And further ahead, Simon Donnelly. Flicked on, but nobody in behind him. Stuart McCluskey looking for possible passes. Touch of desperation there. McNamara fouled by Sekeli Oglu, the two number 4s clashing. Here's McNamara again. The Players' Player of the Year. Flicked on for Larsson, and left for Alan Main. The St Johnstone defence having great confidence in their goalkeeper there. Left by McCluskey and McQuillan for Main. That's a poor ball out of defence from McCluskey. Possession handed back to Celtic. McNamara to Lambert. Now Craig Burley, some space in front of him. Moves it wide for Phil O'Donnell. Donnelly and Larsson in the area. Craig Burley just outside it. That's Whiteford. Won well by Lambert. Here's Craig Burley. Good control from Simon Donnelly. What a brilliant effort that was, and a fine save by Alan Main. This really was superb skill from Donnelly. He pulled that down so quickly, the snapshot took a touch and round the post. In fact, it wasn't Alan Main that got the touch. That took a deflection before it got that far, but corner kick is certainly the end result. In again from O'Donnell, yet another Celtic corner kick. Reaper's head, that's Henrik Larsson. And left by John O'Neill. That was very cool play with Alan Stubbs alongside you. And this might well have been a dreadful lapse by O'Neill, I reckon. As the ball was knocked across by Larsson, in came Stubbs into the side netting. Relatively happy, these Celtic fans, although I think they'd be happier if they saw another goal, then they could breathe a little easier. Last touch there of Keith O'Halloran. John McQuillan's pass, knocked away by Stubbs. Back in from O'Neill. Controlled well by George O'Boyle. It's about the first time he's got the better of Enrico Annoni. And Jonathan Gold, out of his area, hacked that one into the crowd. Not hard-pressed, Jonathan Gold. Under a fair bit of pressure, though, is Paul Sturrock trying to make things happen. Alan Preston played that off Jackie McNamara, and that's a momentous occasion for St Johnstone. That's their first corner kick of the match, with nearly 29 minutes gone. The young defenders, Whiteford and McCluskey, both in the area for O'Halloran's corner kick. The whistle going very early on, jostling for position in the box. And a free kick in Jonathan Gould's favour. There was a fair bit of nudging going on, and that was Whiteford's challenge on Gould. Not too much to shout about so far. These St Johnstone fans hoping for European football next time round. Celtic have a free kick in from Paul Lambert, punched away by Alan Main, and a good punch too. Boyd to McNamara, finding Craig Burley. Burley doing well against the challenge of Sakarioglu, left cleverly by McNamara. O'Donnell, Larsson, now McQuillan. Both players taking a tumble. Kenny Clark says play on. Lambert for Burley. The backman is Mark Reaper. Alan Stubbs has stayed up. Not too much effect there. Simon Donnelly couldn't keep that in. He's working hard, and signs there of the exertions. And there's the massive crowd inside Celtic Park. 50,000 of them. All bar 850 inside Celtic Park. That's the St Johnstone supporters allocation. All bar them hoping for a home win, which will mean title triumph for Celtic. Mark Reaper's header. Collected by John O'Neill. Too much on the pass though. Lee Jenkinson frustrated. Likes the ball played to his feet. Likes to run at defenders. No chance of that so far. There's a powerful clearance from Alan Stubbs. Simon Donnelly got in the way of it, controlled it. And the overhead kick finding Phil O'Donnell. Henrik Larsson's alongside him. Phil O'Donnell might well try to use his pace. But John McQuillan has pace as well. Simon Donnelly getting himself in front of McQuillan. And it's Donnelly again, threading his way into the box. Very difficult player to tie down, Donnelly. And he's in good form at the moment. Looks certain to be sealing his place in Craig Brown's World Cup plans. And it was Stuart McCluskey who was in the way that time. Jackie McNamara with the corner kick. The arm of Mark Reaper is raised. It's looking for Reaper, nodded down for Larsson. Sakarioglu beaten by Anoni. Left by Larsson, in from Reaper. In again from Burley. Stubbs flick. Lee Jenkinson, that could have been dangerous. Almost out for a corner kick. But by a couple of feet, it's a throw. The Celtic fans love Rico, encouraging him into one of his long throw specials. Flicked on by Reaper, away from Grant. Quickly back to Anoni. Oh, that almost took Alan Main by surprise. He was expecting a cross played in by Anoni when the ball went back out his way. But a quick hook shot at the near post had Main scrambling. Kept in by McNamara. Clever ball for Henrik Larsson. And a little look to see what's inside. Halted initially by Whiteford. He's away from him now. And Larsson's shot collected by Main. Didn't get too much power behind it that time. But not shy of having a shot at goal, Henrik Larsson. The ball taken away from George O'Boyle. Normally so good at holding the ball up, keeping possession, bringing other players into the game. Tom Boyd being allowed to go all the way into the St Johnstone box. A desperate lunge by Attila Sakarioglu, getting St Johnstone out of trouble there. Signs of agitation about Wim Jansen. Celtic are ahead, but it is a slender lead at the moment. Jackie McNamara finding Simon Donnelly. His control that time, not good enough. St Johnstone again putting themselves into trouble, but they've got a free kick, courtesy of that good turn from Lee Jenkinson. Fouled by Tom Boyd. Alan Main with a free kick. Comfortably dealt with by Stubbs, then Reaper. Off the top of Whiteford's head. John O'Neill had to move it on quickly for John McQuillan. And tackling back with Simon Donnelly. Tremendous all-round performance from Donnelly. It's good play from O'Neill, lining up for the shot. Well, that's their first shot at goal. A rare opportunity to see the whites of Jonathan Gould's eyes. Mildly heartened, possibly, Paul Sturrock. Waving instructions frantically. He must be wondering what he can possibly do to counteract the strong Celtic performance. Alan Preston's header. Hooked on by Tom Boyd. Andy Whiteford did well. Too much, though, on the pass for George O'Boyle. Jackie McNamara settling for the throw. It came off Alan Preston. A foul by Preston on Larsson. More action in front of Alan Main. Jackie McNamara's free kick. Climbing high was Mark Reaper. Missed by Larsson, but doing his best to get it back. Here he is. He's away from Jenkinson. He's away from Preston. Cut back for Alan Stubbs. It's Larsson. Desperate measures as St Johnstone get the ball clear. Celtic again queuing up. In from McNamara, it's Alan Stubbs, too high with the header. A phase of incredible pressure on the St Johnstone defence here. Superb stuff from Larsson. That was Alan Stubbs. And what a good challenge that was by Keith O'Halloran. Squared by Larsson. And eventually clear. Free kick quickly taken by Alan Stubbs, too quickly. O'Boyle for O'Neill. Took too long to bring the ball under control. And snapping into the tackle was Paul Lambert. Roddy Grant linking up with Lee Jenkinson. But Jenkinson's part in that was a big disappointment. These Celtic supporters will know via Radio Scotland that Rangers are one up at Tannadice, so they'll know that Celtic need to win this match to win the title. O'Boyle linking with O'Neill. And O'Halloran. Good run made by John McQuillan. Celtic need to keep their concentration. And George O'Boyle misses a chance to equalise. Maybe the cross was just a bit too high for him. St Johnstone, who have done practically nothing in attack, suddenly the ball in from McQuillan, and I don't think George O'Boyle reckoned that was coming his way. He seemed to be totally surprised. He was underneath it, and the header flew too high. O'Neill to O'Halloran. That will have given a boost to St Johnstone with 5 minutes of the first half left. And it won't have done much for the nerves of Wim Janssen. Roddy Grant trying to get himself away from Mark Reaper, still has it. All the way back for Whiteford. The pass eluding John O'Neill. That's McCluskey. And McQuillan. And back to Alan Main. Roddy Grant's flick. Alan Stubbs' header. Came off Jackie McNamara's head. And out for the Celtic throw. Flicked on by McNamara, but Henrik Larsson was very close by. Won by Phil O'Donnell. He's in a good run of form, Phil O'Donnell, having missed out for so much of the season. And now Morten Vikhorst can't get back in the side. Here comes McQuillan again. Always looking for a free kick there, McQuillan. The challenge was put in by Paul Lambert. But good decision by Kenny Clark, the tackle from behind. Grant, O'Boyle, Sakirlioglu, all up in the area. Nobody there. And there are signs of clear nerves in the Celtic defence. This should not have been a great problem. There was really very little happening here. But Jonathan Gould, realising very late he had to deal with that. Nerves, tension, it's all here because the title is within touching distance. And from O'Halloran, knocked away by Mark Reaper, another corner kick. These Celtic players sweating it out. They certainly want to keep their lead going into the half-time interval, and then hopefully for them build on it. A free kick gives the Celtic defence some respite. And words from Kenny Clark for Stuart McCluskey, and a yellow card, the first yellow card of the match. This, according to Kenny Clark, is a tot-up procedure. The second foul by McCluskey on Gould. Well played by McCluskey. Had to get that header absolutely right. Won by Whiteford. Sakirlioglu got it away despite the challenge from Burley. Signs that St Johnstone are growing in confidence. They've been under the cosh for so much of this first half, but now beginning to think they're in with a chance. Foul given against Roddy Grant for easing Mark Reaper off the ball. Needless to say, Roddy Grant doesn't see it that way. Played through by O'Boyle. And before that diving challenge from Reaper, there was a nudge from Grant. Roddy Grant booked for that challenge and possibly for the protest as well. Here's a Larsson. In the way, John McQuillan. It's a frustrating end to the half for Celtic. They've been cruising for much of it, playing some fine football. Inside stoppage time now at the end of the first half. Mark Reaper's header, Sakalioglu. And Celtic take a 1-0 lead into the home dressing room at half-time, courtesy of Henrik Larsson's 19th goal of the season. Superb strike it was, set it up himself at the edge of the box, and a shot which was unstoppable. His second goal in 12 games, and here was a chance for another one. Through clear on the left-hand side, he beat Alan Main, but his shot went over the top of the crossbar. Celtic restart, 45 minutes away from a league championship they so badly want. It's 25 years since Rangers and Celtic went into the last Saturday of the season, both with a chance of title glory. But Celtic ended the first half unconvincingly. Signs of nerves creeping in, and they'll want to eliminate that. They really need another goal. Henrik Larsson got them off to the best possible start in the match. They have played some tremendous football, but they need the cushion of a second goal. That's the way they'll feel. St Johnstone will look at it from a totally different point of view. They have their very good reasons for wanting something out of this match. Paul Lambert's shot, held comfortably by Alan Main. I think it was curling wide. It wasn't too powerfully hit, but it was intelligently placed. And it had Alan Main scrambling across to make the clutch. A good pass from Paul Lambert, which releases Craig Burley. The reverse pass, offside against Henrik Larsson. He claims he was looking along the line, keeping himself on. Wim Jansen not best pleased. Brian Christie, the assistant referee on the far side, had his flag up very quickly. Mark Reaper's header, controlled by George O'Boyle. It's a good turn by O'Boyle, charged down by Burley. Now O'Donnell. Stays in for Henrik Larsson. Good challenge though by John McQuillan. What a good defender he is. A model of consistency in that number 2 jersey for St Johnstone. Signed from Dundee, and what a good acquisition he's been. Here comes Simon Donnelly. keeping control of the ball well, although he was claiming he was pushed as he got that pass away. Whiteford for Jenkinson. A wayward pass. Well collected though by Alan Preston, relieving Alan Stubbs of the ball. And that's good play by Paul Lambert. Sakalioglu being spoken to by Kenny Clark for the trip on Lambert after he'd nodded the ball past him. The Celtic supporters hope to be smiling later on, and here's a man who could help. Billy Connolly in the director's box. Paul Lambert fell awkwardly there. He's taken a blow on the left shoulder, and Brian Scott having a close look. Craig Brown doesn't want one of his key midfield players to suffer injury at this stage of the season. Not quite biting his fingernails, I don't think, but he'll be mildly concerned. Jonathan Gould taking the free kick. Underneath it, Henrik Larsson won the header. He does that so well, climbing above players who are significantly taller than he is. A lot of communication this afternoon about events at Tannadice, and these Celtic fans will know by now that Rangers are 2 up and Celtic need the 3 points here. O'Neill for O'Halloran. It's a sprightlier looking St Johnstone at the start of the second half. But Keith O'Halloran failing to whip in a cross, overstretching. Less than 1,000 St Johnstone supporters inside Celtic Park. Foul against Roddy Grant. Never looks too amused when a decision goes against him. But he was clambering on the back of Mark Reaper. Right foot of Alan Stubbs. Nodded away by Whiteford. That came off Roddy Grant. It was well won by George O'Boyle. A lot more determination and bite about St Johnstone at the moment. They were overpowered in the first half hour of the match. John McQuillan got there before Henrik Larsson. Again, it's McQuillan. Stopping the ball, getting through to Larsson. The chief executive and managing director getting very much involved in proceedings there, Fergus McCann. McQuillan for O'Neill. John McQuillan in a tight situation, playing that off Simon Donnelly. So it's a St Johnstone throw. John O'Neill did well to reach that, but in turn it's given away. Jenkinson's pass straight at Paul Lambert, through for McNamara as Celtic try to lift the pace. Foul by Sekerlioglu. He can't be too many more infringements away from a yellow card in his farewell to Scottish football. Jackie McNamara will take the free kick. The big guns are up at the edge of the box. Alan Stubbs, Mark Reaper, Henrik Larsson, Simon Donnelly there as well. That's Stubbs. Knocked away. Flicked by Sekerlioglu at the edge of the box. Back in from Lambert. That was McCluskey. That was Reaper. And finally, too much in Phil O'Donnell's header. And through to Alan Main. Some arm wrestling going on there between Boyd and O'Boyle. Tidied up by Rico Annoni. And Jonathan Gould waiting until the ball was in just the right position for striking. Celtic supporters claiming that George O'Boyle was coming back from an offside position, but a free kick given in any case. Yet another foul against Roddy Grant. Gould picking out Larsson. A header knocked down, intended for Simon Donnelly. John O'Neill trying to turn inside Paul Lambert. His was the last touch. Celtic throw. That came off Sekerlioglu. Another throw. Phil O'Donnell inching down the touchline. Simon Donnelly trying to make himself available. It is Donnelly. Taken away from him by McCluskey. Alan Stubbs. Long ball for Jackie McNamara. The aerial duel was won by Preston. What a season Jackie McNamara has had. Early on, struggling to get a regular game. Then moved upfield to great effect. Simon Donnelly looked as if he'd lost it, then won it back. Lambert, McNamara, great control. Jackie McNamara. What a good tackle by Alan Preston. Donnelly for Burley. It's a miss-hit! And what a save by Alan Main from Simon Donnelly. Donnelly with a golden opportunity to strike Celtic's second. This was breathtaking play from Jackie McNamara. Superb tackle by Preston. It looked as if the danger was over after Craig Burley's pass back, but O'Halloran set up Donnelly, and superb goalkeeping from Main denies Celtic. McNamara's reverse pass was aimed at Tommy Boyd. Breakdown in communications. Away from Annoni. The bouncing ball under it, John McQuillan. And good defending by Stuart McCluskey. Won by Jenkinson. Paul Lambert's header. Time here for Andy Whiteford. George O'Boyle being given no room by Annoni. Now McNamara. McCluskey improving as the game goes on. That's well held up by Roddy Grant, using all the years of experience to hold off the challenge of Alan Stubbs. There's a look of determination. A booming kick by Alan Main. Nodded away by Mark Reaper. A trip by Sekerlioglu and Craig Burley. Craig Burley looks pleadingly towards Kenny Clark. Sekelioglu tries to look the face of innocence, but a clear trip. In from Stubbs, McCluskey and Whiteford combining. John O'Neill puts his foot on the ball, admirable in the circumstances, and cleared by McQuillan. O'Donnell's flick, McQuillan again, very strong, very quick McQuillan. Sekelioglu inviting Alan Preston to make the run, but the push in the back, and Jackie McNamara was there for all to see. Free kick. Just desperate to get at the ball, Alan Preston. Foul given against Simon Donnelly there for backing into McQuillan. Alan Main's kick, flipped on by Roddy Grant and collected by Gould. Keith O'Halloran trying to get the better of Phil O'Donnell. Hasn't had too much joy in this match. Irish under-21 international. Celtic make a significant change. On comes 9-goal Harold Brattbach in place of Simon Donnelly, who's put a power of work into this. He must be exhausted. And Celtic will hope that Harold Brattbach can make it double figures for his tally and give them a more comfortable lead. Grant and Sekelioglu combining, one back by Barley, then given away. Paul Lambert working so hard at closing down. And Stubbs lunging into the tackle. Free kick given. Seemed like a late whistle there from Kenny Clark. Alan Stubbs penalised for this challenge, having won the ball and then caught George O'Boyle. Plenty bodies in the box for St Johnstone, in from Jenkinson, but that is not a problem to Jonathan Gould, and that's a big disappointment to the Perth team. Brattbach applying the pressure on John McQuillan. McQuillan wasn't happy with his challenge. That seemed a fair enough challenge for the ball from the Norwegian. Celtic now looking for things to happen in the wide positions. Jackie McNamara and Harold Brattbach setting up Tom Boyd. That's a good header by Henrik Larsson. Made a good run to evade his marker. Unable to hit the target with the header. Tom Boyd waited, then measured the cross in. And a flashing header. Larsson got there before McQuillan. St Johnstone make a change. Keith O'Halloran is off, and on comes a man who can play in the same position, Jerry McMahon. First touch immediately for McMahon. Overran it as he tried to get round Phil O'Donnell. Keeper's throw flicked on by O'Donnell. That was McQuillan. John O'Neill finding Roddy Grant. It's a St Johnstone throw. The pass intended for McMahon. Deflected out of play. McQuillan finding Grant. Roddy Grant becoming more and more influential in this match. A good ball in from McMahon. Cleared by Reaper. Brought back on the move. Kenny Clark looking towards his assistant referee on the far side, Brian Christie, for guidance there. And explaining himself to Alan Stubbs. And the outcome is a Celtic free kick just inside the St Johnstone half. Alan Stubbs pushes forward, Mark Reaper stays back, and Rico Annoni over the ball. That's for Stubbs. Didn't get too much on it. The challenge was made by Stuart McCluskey. Phil O'Donnell did well to get his toe to that. Good play from Paul Lambert. And missed by O'Donnell. One of his few lapses in this match. O'Neill's pass out of play. Well, even Wim Jansen, Mr. Relaxed himself, looks a bit under pressure at this stage, as you would expect. So close, but still a bit to do. Brought back, Larsson. Harold brought back again. Asking questions of Stuart McCluskey. It's a big learning exercise, this, for McCluskey. Phil O'Donnell gets the ball back from Henrik Larsson. Scorer of the only goal so far, Larsson. It's a good run along the byline. And it was well cut out. A turn from George Boyle. For once he's away from Rico Annoni. Now Lee Jenkinson. Player of undoubted ability. Trying to get in behind Tom Boyd. That took a touch off the Celtic skipper. And behind for the corner kick. There's an anxious face on the goal line. Jonathan Gould, Craig Burley just in front of him. Jenkinson's corner kick. And the foul was by Roddy Grant on Craig Burley. Burley got the clearing header, and he was clattered into by the St Johnstone front man. It's a St Johnstone free kick. St Johnstone will be aware that as the seconds tick towards the final whistle, Celtic may well become more and more nervous. They will hope to capitalise on that. McQuillan's pass goes astray. Craig Burley, Jackie McNamara, good quick pass. Tom Boyd. And McNamara's off and running again, looking for the return. That's a poor one from Boyd. Nobody needs to tell him. There was no pressure on him there. Good control from O'Boyle. Hurriedly away by McCluskey. long ball from Preston. Enrico Annoni's header went out. Good play from Grant again, causing Reaper some problems. And the Danish defender eventually turning the ball out of play. But he knows all about Roddy Grant. Here he is again, trying to get to the byline. Here's Jenkinson. Sikalioglu. McMahon at the edge of the area. Stubbs got it away. Back in from McQuillan. That's McMahon. Two Celtic players going for the one header. It was Burley and Stubbs both jumping for the same ball. And Celtic can well do without this sort of confusion. The ball up in the air. It needed a shout. It needed one player to go for the ball. Kept in by Gould. That's a neat touch from Henrik Larsson for Harold Brattbakk. Can't find a way past Stuart McCluskey. Burley, Larsson again. He's the big danger to St Johnstone. Now Craig Burley, shooting chance! There was a huge hush of expectation when round Celtic Park as Craig Burley got the ball at his feet. He struck it well enough, but he hooked it wide of target. O'Neill for O'Boyle. Stepping in, Paul Lambert. Good play. That's for Burley. Rolls it for Tom Boyd. McNamara. The first touch taking him away from Alan Preston. But Harold Brattbakk getting no joy against Andy Whiteford. Now on the counter, St Johnstone, George O'Boyle. Reverse pass looking for Jenkinson. Well read by Stubbs. And gives it away. So much at stake, and that is showing at the moment. John O'Neill looking to play a quality ball into the box. Reaper's header. Lee Jenkinson. It's away from Annoni, back to Jenkinson. George O'Boyle. Desperate stuff. It was Mark Reaper who hacked that away. McCluskey. John O'Neill looking for a free kick for Larsson's challenge. Now he's got the ball at his feet. Rolled into the edge of the area. Alan Stubbs comes away with it. Celtic need to ease their nerves. Harold Brattbakk hitting the deck. The challenge was from Andy Whiteford. Free kick given. Celtic reluctant to push either Reaper or Stubbs forward. That will stem from instructions from the touchline from Wim Janssen, not wanting to give anything away. Jackie McNamara. In for Henrik Larsson, but too much on it. It's a long chase for Larsson. That's hard going at this stage of the match. Did so well to get the throw-in off John McQuillan. And look at those drained faces. They're suffering. O'Donnell against McMahon, and last touch off Phil O'Donnell, so that's a goal kick. O'Donnell was hoping for better there. O'Donnell's header, Sikalioglu. Phil O'Donnell again. Won by Burley. Larsson cools things down with a clever pass. Harold Brattbakk offside. Came off the top of Mark Reaper's head. Now Lee Jenkinson got the ball through the legs of Tom Boyd, but slipped as he did so. Boyd's looking for a possible pass, waiting for the McNamara run. It's a good pass. In for Harold Bradback! He's done it! Harold Bradback scores the goal, which may well give Celtic the title. He's been much maligned since he came here. He's had an awful lot to prove. Maybe that's the perfect answer. 28 minutes of the second half gone. A sweeping move downfield. The Boyd pass, first time in from McNamara, and there's a top-class finish from Bradback. His 10th goal of the season, and that one surely has a gilt edge to it. And what did that mean on the touchline? There's your answer. Here's Andy Whiteford. Roddy Grant. An incredible noise now around Celtic Park. The Celtic fans ready to celebrate, but they've 16 minutes plus stoppage time to negotiate before they can get into full celebration mode, and they're certainly ready for that. John McQuillan's header. John O'Neill. The up and under from Whiteford, chased by Roddy Grant. A long-range effort from Grant, but the whistle had already gone. Celtic Park is almost literally bouncing at the moment as the Celtic supporters sing and dance. They've had 10 years waiting for this. A long ball from Anoni, angled, looking for McNamara. Away from Alan Preston, knocked down by John O'Neill. Controlled in the chest of O'Boyle, but then Anoni nipped in ahead of him. Here's Harold Bradback. That goal will have done him so much good. This could be another one. And off his line came Alan Main. Clever ball again from Henrik Larsson. He's had a superb match. All the way back from Tom Boyd to Jonathan Gould. The minutes can now tick away as far as Celtic are concerned. Just over 14 minutes to go. Boyle for O'Neill. Good challenge by Phil O'Donnell. It's a foul by Larsson on McQuillan. Free kick taken too quickly for Kenny Clark. St Johnstone bringing on their two remaining substitutes, Danny Griffin and Paddy Connolly. Off going Attila Sakalioglu and Roddy Grant. In from Stuart McCluskey. Phil O'Donnell had a swing at it at the edge of the box. McMahon goes chasing. Out of Paul Lambert. Paul Lambert must be absolutely exhausted. He's been everywhere. George O'Boyle right in the byline, trying to squeeze that back. He's been a much more effective player in the second half, George O'Boyle. He was really marked out of it by Anoni in the first. Flags are ready to be unfurled. And the radios, tuned to Radio Scotland, telling the Celtic supporters of events at Tannadice, but right now they don't really care. Celtic are ahead and heading for the championship. Words clearly being exchanged there between George O'Boyle and Kenny Clark, and the upshot is a yellow card. Preston's header, Craig Burley returned to the St Johnstone left back. Jackie McNamara, good footwork. Paul Lambert. Now Tom Boyd. Won't want to think as yet, Tom Boyd, about lifting that trophy. Still, possibly some dodgy moments to negotiate. Harold Brattbach is onside. Brattbach! A chance for his second and Celtic's third. He's disappointed. He set himself up well here. The first touch was good, so was the second, but the shot was tame. Here's Lee Jenkinson. Took a touch off Tom Boyd. Corner kick. Some nervous moments to negotiate for these Celtic fans, but a two-goal lead now is a whole lot healthier. Whiteford and McCluskey both on the goal line for Jerry McMahon's corner kick. It was swerving wickedly, and heading in at the far post was Danny Griffin. Couldn't get a touch to it. But this was an expertly delivered corner kick, getting beyond goal. All smiles for Billy Connolly in the director's box. John McQuillan got that away despite the trailing leg of Harold Brattbach. Stubbs to Anoni, he wasn't expecting it. Good play from George O'Boyle. Just too tight to that touchline. Didn't really leave himself with much space in which to operate. Away from McCluskey. Controlled by Paul Lambert. Paul Lambert succeeding in bringing composure to the proceedings at a time when that, for others, is difficult. Top-class player, what a good signing he's been. This was how he got himself hurt. Caught there, firstly by John O'Neill, and then a combination of O'Boyle and O'Neill again, and it's a touch of cramp, which is not surprising because Paul Lambert has arguably worked harder than anyone this afternoon. He's got through a power of work, a great athlete. Finn Janssen looking up into the eyes of Morten Weghorst and delivering a few well-chosen words. Weghorst keen to get on, keen to be part of what everyone, or most people inside Celtic Park at least, hope will be the championship party. Hobbling off is Lambert, and that releases Morten Weghorst. Alan Stubbs with the free kick. Tom Boyd and Jackie McNamara just trying to keep want the ball at the moment. Craig Burley, one of his quieter matches today, Burley, but he's been a huge influence on this Celtic season. McQuillan. A long ball. Nodded away by Annoni. Good challenge that on Henrik Larsson by John O'Neill. Six and a half minutes plus stoppage time between Celtic and the title. Morten Vikhorst's head flick. Won well by Reaper. Launched downfield by John O'Neill. Chased by Jenkinson. Back comes McNamara, good challenge. It's Paddy Connolly, unable to get the better of Mark Reaper. And good play from McNamara. The chase for Brattbakk. Hammered away by McCluskey and by Annoni. Here's Connolly and O'Boyle. A desperate attempt to pull a goal back for St Johnstone, but he didn't look to be properly balanced as he struck it on the volley, and he pulled it wide of Jonathan Gould. Well, that message was put on this young fan's face in hope this morning, but it may be more than that shortly. McNamara against Preston and Jenkinson. It back from Boyd. McNamara could well be a significant player for Scotland next month at the World Cup finals. A player whose development has been accelerated since Wim Janssen's arrival. They've been frustrated in recent weeks when they thought they were on the brink of championship glory, but finally they reckon their moment has arrived. Brattbakk, Burley, out from Lee Jenkinson. Communication on the park must be very difficult at the moment, such as the noise level. Burley to Stubbs. Knocks it into the corner. Phil O'Donnell made the run, but I'm sure Alan Stubbs' intention was just to get the ball as far away from the Celtic penalty area as possible. Chased though by O'Donnell. Enrico Annoni nods that away. Now Paddy Connolly. Is there a twist in the tail for this game? Unable to get the ball into the box. Stubbs to Larsson. Finding Morten Vikhorst. Three blue shirts around him. Keeping very calm. Preston's header. Craig Burley trying to surge through the middle. In the way was Danny Griffin. John O'Neill. Delayed too long, and eventually forced to foul Morten Vikhorst. He had the ball under control, John O'Neill, then he lost it, and then he stood on the back of Morten Vikhorst's boot. The Stubbs free kick, it's for Harold Brattbakk. What a chance that was! Brattbakk applauds the free kick from Stubbs. Yet another precision pass from the Celtic stopper. Perfect delivery here, dropping over the head of Whiteford, and it was blazed over the top by Brattbakk. Only Brattbakk and McNamara around the penalty area for Celtic as they keep players back and try to keep a hold of this 2-goal lead. That's a goal kick. And some of the Celtic players not involved today, ready to join the celebrations. Malky Mackay, Darren Jackson, Stuart Kerr, Tosh McKinley, David Hanna, Stephen Mahe, Tommy Johnson, all there, all ready for the party. Inside the last minute of the 90. The St Johnstone players will feel they're playing a very much supporting role at the moment. But there are still a few minutes of action left. There will be some stoppage time to be added. McQuillan pushing forward, but Harold Brattbakk did enough to knock the ball away from him. Tommy Boyd, Brattbakk on the move again, out of his area. Alan Main performing the sweeper's role there. Whistles already sending around the ground. They'll have to be patient though. Inside stoppage time. John O'Neill has lost his boot, which doesn't make things any easier. And kicked away by Morten Vikhorst. And Vikhorst will be spoken to about the missing boot. And down on the touchline, the gaffer, Fergus McCann, making sure that everything goes as it should go after the final whistle. Henrik Larsson is coming off, a broad smile on his face. He scored the goal which settled the early nerves, and on in his place comes Reggie Blinker. A minute of stoppage time already played, swung in by Lee Jenkinson. And a huge cheer greeting that confident clutch made by Jonathan Gould in his 48th match of the season. He hasn't missed a game since being rescued from Bradford City reserves. And what a keeper he's been for Celtic. McNamara almost away. Free kick, tripped by Preston. Is over. Celtic have won the championship, and the party can now commence, and Tom Boyd can look forward to lifting the league championship trophy. Henrik Larsson, 19 goals this season, and his 19th, which came after 2 minutes of this match, so vital. It got Celtic off to the best possible start. And here's how the head coach and his assistant greeted that final whistle. Wim Jansen, the first foreign coach to lead a team to the Scottish League Championship. Some concern here for Celtic stewards about supporters getting onto the pitch, but nothing will surely get in the way of this championship party. Harold scored the goal after 28 minutes of the second half, which finally made Wim Jansen, the Celtic players and the Celtic supporters believe that the title was theirs. Until then, what was happening at Tannadice between Dundee United and Rangers might well have been a factor, but at that point it didn't matter anymore, and Celtic were on their way to championship glory. The backroom staff involved every bit as delighted as the players who've struck the final blow on this last league match of the season. The Celtic supporters and players and everyone connected with the club will celebrate long into the night. And the result, which makes all the celebration possible at Celtic Park this afternoon. Celtic 1, Celtic 2, St Johnstone 0. The strains of "It's good to be back" ringing round Celtic Park. They've finally done it. Celtic have won the league championship. The long wait is over. A decade of domination by Rangers has been ended, and Wim Jansen, not one to display much emotion, absolutely delighted and happy to join the party. Murdo McLeod there just behind him, the assistant head coach. And all the Celtic players who weren't involved in the action today very quickly onto the pitch at the end to play their part in the celebrations. Firecrackers going off around the ground. And inside Celtic Park, it's "You'll Never Walk Alone." It was sung before the match, it was sung at half-time, but it's never meant more than it does now. We've become used to the sight of the pre-match huddle, now the after-match huddle, which signifies championship glory. Celtic got off to the best possible start in this match, a goal by Henrik Larsson after just 2 minutes. Celtic were cruising, playing some fine football, but towards the end of the first half here, there were signs displayed of what this meant. There's a Celtic veteran, a Celtic great, Danny McGrain, and he'll be loving this. Still involved on the backroom staff here, and he'll take as much from this as he did when he won trophies as a player. So Celtic had some painful moments to endure at the end of the first half here. Georgia Boyle had a great chance to equalise for St Johnstone, but Celtic began to get it together again in the second half, and it was a goal from Harold Brattbakk after 28 minutes of the second half, which finally eased Celtic's worries and made them finally believe that the championship was theirs. Up till today, Celtic had won only 2 of their last 6 league games. It's been a twitchy end to the season for Celtic, but finally the title is theirs, and we can now hear from the Celtic head coach, Wim Jansen.
Congratulations, this is what it's all about. What a moment for you.
Yeah, this is marvelous. If you see all the people, very good.
It's been a long time coming for Celtic.
Excuse me?
It's been a long time coming for Celtic.
Yeah, if it takes so long to win the championship and everybody is very happy, I think that's the best you can
had
have.
a few nervous moments in the game, but the result was all
yes,
that
of
mattered.
course. If you see, the start was very good, and we scored a very early goal, and then we had a not the best time, but we came up at the end, and I think we, like the whole season, we did very well. We worked for everything, and I think we deserve to win this league.
How proud are you of your players over the season and today?
No, they did everything to win this league for the whole season.
And what now? What do you think of your future? You hear the fans. How can you bear to leave this?
Yeah, but I can't tell you in this moment. I'm sorry.
What does it mean to you personally? It must give you a lot of personal satisfaction in your first season.
If you go to a club, especially to the first year, and you win the league, that's the best you can have.
Enjoy the night. Thank you, Vim.
2 World Cup finals, a European Cup final. Wim Jansen as a player, but I don't think he's ever known tension like this. And giving nothing away to Alison Walker there about what his future plans are. He'll lead Celtic as Billy Connolly looks on. Wim Jansen will lead Celtic to an end-of-season match on Tuesday against Sporting Lisbon. But what happens beyond that is still uncertain. Will Wim Jansen be leaving Celtic after a season of glory, or will he stay on to mastermind what happens next? The suspicions are that he's for the off, but right at this moment the Celtic supporters are happy to put that on the back burner. Craig Brown, the Scotland manager, joins in the applause. A lot of players featuring in the Celtic lineup this season who he will hope will play a big part for him in the World Cup finals in France next month. Craig Burley, Jackie McNamara, Simon Donnelly, Paul Lambert, Tommy Boyd. They will all be very much central to Craig Brown's plans for the World Cup finals. But right now, it's all about domestic football. What a dramatic ending it's been to the Scottish League season. It's taken so many twists, so many turns. The patience of the Celtic supporters has been pushed to the brink. At times they've thought they had it within their grasp. At times they thought they'd lost it. Peter Grant, former Celtic player, joining in the celebrations. A Lisbon Lion alongside him, Bobby Lennox. This means so much to so many people. If you're wondering why the camera can't offer you a stationary picture, that is because Celtic Park is quite literally bouncing. The supporters, 50,000 of them, singing and dancing. They'll be in no hurry to leave the stadium. Let's hear from one of Celtic's players of the season, Alan Stubbs.
Alan, congratulations. This is what you've all been waiting for. How does it feel?
Well, superb. You know, the crowd is fantastic today. We always knew once we scored, we always ever felt self-belief in ourselves that we'd do it today. You know, everyone's been knocking us and saying we're bottlers, and people have said we didn't deserve to win it. You know, so it's nice to shut them people up. You know, we've never bottled it once this season. You know, nerves get to all players. You know, and sometimes you just got to get on with it. And today, you know, we've managed to do it. So. Just
how nervous were you out there today?
Well, we managed to score so early, so that only seemed to take away some of the nerves. You know, but as the game goes on, we know that a fluke goal and they're back in the game. So we just needed that second goal to kill it off.
And you can tell just how much it means to the fans out there. Listen to them.
I know. Actually, it's just gone quiet now, but we've all gone back in and we'll all be back out in a minute to lap it all up. You know, they deserve this and they've waited a long time for it.
When do you think it will sink in eventually?
Well, 27th of June when we come back.
Congratulations, thanks Alan.
He still sounds like he should be in Brookside, but this is no soap opera, this is pure drama as the Scottish League campaign comes to an end, and that is the glittering prize. The prize that Celtic have been dreaming about, hoping about for so long, and now it's theirs. 1988 was the last time when it was in their possession. Since then, it has had a permanent place in the Rangers trophy room. And now the sweetest moment imaginable for these Celtic supporters as the Bells League Championship trophy sits on the podium and awaits the presentation ceremony. A lot of partying to come for the Celtic supporters this season, which started with 2 league defeats, and Wim Jansen under pressure, but it turned around. Celtic put together an impressive run, and it's culminated in this day on which they will take delivery of the League Championship trophy. The Secretary of the Scottish Football League, Peter Donald, alongside Lord Macfarlane of Bearsden, who on behalf of the sponsors, Bells, will hand over the trophy. And Celtic Park has almost now become hushed, because this is a moment which they want to savour. And this, the last time the League Championship trophy will be presented with the league in its current form. From next season it will be the Scottish Premier League. The shape of Scottish football is changing, and Celtic supporters will feel that their team is now well equipped to cope with what lies ahead. The Celtic players have headed inside the dressing room, and shortly they will re-emerge, led out by Charlie Mann of Bells. Is the Celtic captain Tom Boyd. They've changed into these special t-shirts for the awards ceremony. And if you thought Celtic Park was noisy earlier on, just wait for this. Tom Boyd waiting while the rest of the Celtic players catch up. He wants them all to be part of this. It's been very much a team effort for Celtic this season. Wim Jansen has stuck with the same body of players all the way through thick and thin, and that's been one of the secrets of his success. He has his shape and he sticks to it, and it's proved to be a winning formula. Jonathan Gould alongside Tommy Boyd. What a player Gould has been for Celtic this season. Plucked from obscurity with Bradford reserves, and his performances have gone a long way alongside the central defensive partnership, along with Tom Boyd, Reaper and Stubbs. Stefan Mahe earlier on before injury, and in has stepped Enrico Annoni. There he is, Enrico, Mr. Popular with the Celtic fans. It's never a struggle for him to enjoy himself, but he always gives the impression of getting a lot from every match he plays. Paul Lambert in front of him, and now the remainder of the Celtic first-team squad. And Murdo McLeod, the assistant head coach, filing out as well. Harold Brattbach has had his difficult moments since joining Celtic, struggled to win acceptance, as Tom Boyd accepts the League Championship trophy. The cheers ring round Celtic Park. It's passed along the line. There's Jonathan Gould, Harold Brattbach, whose goal eased a few beating hearts inside Celtic Park today. There's Rico Annoni, a big smacker for the trophy. Stefan Mahe, who will return to the lineup next season, I'm sure, after injury brought this season to a premature end. There's Paul Lambert, steadiness at the heart of the midfield. Phil O'Donnell wouldn't have dreamed a few months back that he would have been part of this. Mark Reaper, who's given so much solidity to the heart of the back four, alongside Alan Stubbs. Morton Weghorst lost his place in recent weeks in the starting lineup. Jackie McNamara, Players' Player of the Year. Craig Burley, the Football Writers' Player of the Year. Darren Jackson, who had that worrying illness, brain operation earlier in the season, loving the moment. David Hanna, Malky Mackay, Stuart Kerr, everyone a part of this. Simon Donnelly, 16 goals from him this season. Reggie Blinker back on the first team scene after slipping to the edges. Henrik Larsson, what a player he's been, and Tosh McKinley. And finally, Murdo McLeod, he knew success as a player with Celtic, and now a glittering prize as the assistant head coach. Last but not least, Tommy Johnson, the Geordie, enjoying the moment as Celtic now head for photographs. These are the photos which will be appearing in your Sunday newspapers. You're seeing them first courtesy of BBC Scotland Sport. We've been with this league marathon right from the start and all the way through, right to the glorious end. A glorious end it is for Celtic, but they will hope that this is just a platform from which they can build European success, possibly not too far around the corner, as they try to emulate Celtic teams of old. The Champions League qualifiers will come around in July, not far away. Will Wim Jansen be a part of it then? Clouds of doubts over Celtic Park about Wim Jansen's relationship with the general manager, Jock Brown. Is it an uneasy peace? Is it the sort of relationship which can allow Jansen to continue in the role of head coach? There are a lot of doubts that that is the case. Wim Jansen might well be leaving, and if he does, he leaves behind him a real legacy of success. The Coca-Cola Cup was won in November. That mattered. It put silverware in the Celtic trophy room. But this was always the prize that mattered most. This is the competition which judges which is the best team in Scotland. And the best team in Scotland has proved to be Celtic. And one of the players of the season dancing a jig there has been Henrik Larsson. He's added real quality to the Celtic lineup, and picking one of his finest games in the last match of the season. He did more than most to make sure that there was no slip-up on this final league Saturday of the season.